Coming up next, quick thinking in the middle of violent chaos. We'll hear from the team that sprang into action to keep people safe from a gunman at the Vancouver Mall. Plus, caught on camera, a police cruiser hit by a car while the officer was responding to another crash. Your news starts now. Good morning and thanks for getting up with us on this Saturday morning. I'm Libby Dowsett. We begin with a check on your Saturday forecast with Daisy Caballero here with the latest. Daisy?
Hey, good morning, Libby. And yeah, happy Saturday, everyone. As we are kicking off our weekend, wanted to take you out to the beautiful Oregon coast, Lincoln City, where we're starting to lighten out there. Of course, still dark and cloudy as well here in the Rose City. So you can expect to see those showers that we were extensively seeing yesterday. We saw about a little more than 3/10 of an inch of rain, but those showers should be tapering off for the most part for this morning, and they will be returning as early as this afternoon, and especially as we're looking into this evening. Low visibility issues, really only a small pocket over in Hillsborough, but nothing impacting us down from Portland to south to Eugene or really off of the coast either. Looking at our current temperatures right now, 41 degrees, a bit chilly in Forest Grove, 39 degrees in Hillsborough. Definitely starting to cool down, 42 degrees for King City. And looking at the rest of our map, 50 degrees over in Astoria, 41 for Baker City, 30 degrees below freezing temperatures for Burns. So Rose City and Vancouver and Longview, this is what our daytime highs are going to be looking like, the mid 50s. We'll talk more about the snow in those higher elevations coming up.
Thank you, Daisy. This morning, more information on Thursday's deadly shooting inside the Vancouver Mall and some quick thinking during all that chaos. A warning, some may find this video hard to watch. Our Alma McCarty spoke to one of the mall employees who helped families get to safety.
Before parts of the Vancouver Mall turned into a crime scene. This was the scene Thursday. Dozens of families going store to store, trick-or-treating for candy Halloween night.
We figured it was safer than the neighborhood.
It was honestly quite sad. Just there were so many kids in the mall.
And 16-year-old Bronwyn Cruden was here, working at her family's escape room. The sound of gunfire captured on cameras inside the business.
I see myself hesitate for way longer than I feel I should have, but I immediately locked the door because I've been in this situation before.
That time, she says, they sheltered in place when someone brought a gun to the mall. But Thursday's incident felt more chaotic.
I actually went back up to the front and unlocked the door for people to come in, a family. They had 5 kids with them. Like one of them, the dad was holding a baby and one of the kids was just asking like, what's happening, what's going on? And the mom was like, don't worry about it. Like, we just need to get out. Like, we'll worry about it later.
Cell phone video from the food court shows first responders tending to one of the victims. His crime tape surrounds empty tables. Vancouver police called it a targeted attack, with the suspect wearing a Halloween-type mask, shooting and killing an adult male in this part of the mall. The 2 other men, 30 and 40 years old, who were injured, were not the intended targets, but instead just happened to be nearby.
How terrible, like that must have been for their kids to watch and see that, and how many kids were at the mall that just like that was their first Halloween. They'll be traumatized for like the rest of their lives.
And Vancouver police are still looking for the gunman and haven't released any more details about them. Meantime, Cruden and her family say they're donating 100% of their proceeds over the next week to the victims and their families. New body cam video shows the moment a Portland police vehicle with an officer inside was sideswiped by a suspected drunken driver. This happened Wednesday night as officers responded to a crash on I-5 near Multnomah Boulevard. PPB says the driver who hit the police cruiser was speeding. The driver pulled over and was quickly arrested for DUI. The officer that was in the vehicle during the collision was treated at the hospital for back pain. A woman accused of driving under the influence and crashing into a Vancouver house, killing a woman, pleaded guilty on Friday. Karen Baker was sentenced to 8 years and 4 months in prison. Family and friends of the victim, Danielle Abrams, were in the courtroom hoping for a longer sentence.
I think it just made me angry because she did show up to every court appearance smiling, laughing, joking with the judge. She never seemed to really show any emotion up until today.
In August of 2023, Baker lost control of her car as she was speeding. She slammed into the living room of Abrams' house. Abrams was sitting on her couch when she and her dog were killed. Next week, Portland City Council is set to discuss a proposal that would end its homeless services agreement with the county. Friday, the Multnomah County Chair released a statement slamming that idea. Jessica Vega Peterson said cutting ties would lead to more people on the streets and fewer services in shelters. She also calls it bad for the community and believes it would halt the progress seen over the last few months. Commissioners Renee Gonzalez, Mingus Maps, and Dan Ryan asked the city attorney to come up with an ordinance to end the city's contract to fund the Joint Office of Homeless Services. They argued it gives the city little power to make decisions and questioned how the money was being used. The current contract has only been in place since July.